What's up, you guys? How we doing? Welcome back to another episode 104 of Sculpting the Uncanny. We're going to do another wall mount today, but we have Mephisto finally in. Got the box, ready to go. So we finished up X Factor. Let me see. Yeah, so I finished it, but I haven't put it up for order yet. So I'm trying to get that by this Friday. This is a look at the X Factor 1 based off of the cover. Pretty big. Let's see, do I still have it? Yeah, I still have it right here. Came out pretty awesome. Boom, look at this. Pretty big. And then the fire that comes with the figure arts, I made that. I scanned it, snapped it in there, and it works pretty good. You know, you can get it in there in the corner. This area here kind of like sits in there pretty nicely, so it keeps it trapped in there. Just needs some wiggle room to get out of there, but it's not bad. Damn, hold on. I just gotta pull it out. Anyway, so yeah, you can kind of see that there. It's a little hard because it's black, but it looks pretty good. And then I added, instead of it being kind of warpy, there's levels to it. So there's two in the back, and then two different levels in the back. And then just try to give a little bit of texture. Try to keep it flat enough that the characters aren't like wobbling too much. I felt like when I did the Iceman ice slide that they were wobbling too much. It was not flat enough, and his feet were having trouble staying up there. He kept falling. So I just want to make sure that it wasn't too rounded. But as let me get myself over here. All right, so as we come through with the Mephisto, what? Oh yeah, there is. Can't hear nothing. Anyways, for Mephisto, it can be pretty big. We have space for a couple things here. So, do we add Blackheart? I don't know. Do we have space? And with Blackheart being in there, does it off-center the throne? Because the throne's pretty wide. There's not enough space to print it in the middle and have Blackheart. Blackheart's pretty big. And so I got to figure out what is the best route to do. And I do want to have something, space in the front for sure, so that you can have like a Ghost Rider, almost like kneeling in pain for becoming the Ghost Rider. Because I want to take, I don't have my, the Ghost Rider head sculpt that came with the retro carded one. So it has like him bursting into fire. I think that head sculpt on the more recent the red bike Ghost Rider figure. I think I would probably have that with Mephisto, like kneeling down, taking a fire going on. It's his first time becoming Ghost Rider in a way. I would probably have that in the area of the front, and then I kind of want to have Blackheart off the side for Mephisto, because he's in one of my displays, but it just doesn't truly fit there. So I need to have him with like the Midnight Suns up on top of my shelf over there, but he was too big. And he is very top heavy too. So I do have some, have this little 3D printed stand that I use. So I do know that the pegs work. So I might include the pegs onto the piece itself. I don't know. And then I just got to find a nice pose. There was a Blackheart pose. I'll pull it up right now. Hold on. Let's go. And it's a pretty basic one. Let's see. Assignment Blackheart. Here, let me put myself off to the side here so you guys can follow along with me. Share screen. Yes. Sure. Okay. There was. I think it's gonna be like this. If we have something like this, there's this one here as well. Maybe this pose kind of like behind Mephisto's throne over here. Let's see, there's not too much. Let's go Marvel Comics. Let's see if we can find something else. Because I know we have him in Marvel's Capcom. Yeah, I feel like something like this might be the best option. Because can you get crouched down like this? That'd be kind of crazy. And at least I do have like this. You can get pretty crouched, I guess. Yeah, no, he can. Get pretty close in. Let's see if I can get his head. The only thing that's stopping him is that hair, because his hair is too sculpted down, and I can't push it out enough to get his head up looking. But it's not too bad. I think his, yeah, something like this, I guess. But I'll have to have him posed up in the back. Most likely because of the way his feet are. I think he needs at least one of these foot pegs, and then I guess you can use the sticky tack that you use for head sculpts. You can use that on his base of his feet to help him stand up there, especially during these hot summers. If you just like sit in the back area like this or something, you guys can't really see it. My bad. Let me see if I can pull this around. Yeah, so let's say we have him here, Mephisto here, and then we have Blackheart off to the side in the back. Because I kind of don't see that. Then again, like if you see his tail swoops back so far. And what kind of sucks is, yes, his tail is a bendy wire tail, but man, it does not want to stay bendy. It won't kind of be like that far. So I can't have him too close to the back of the display, I guess. That's gonna be a conundrum. Do we add Blackheart to the throne area, or do we just leave it with Mephisto and he can have his own little spot somewhere else? Gaijin, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. I guess I'll pose this question later on when hopefully we have more people to come in. But yeah, I would like to find a way to get Blackheart to be seen on this wall mount with Mephisto. I think it could be pretty cool. I feel like his tail is just such a hindrance. Because it doesn't start bending until like way back here. Yeah. And what sucks too kind of is it doesn't even twist. It is what it is. I don't know. It's like I like these tails, but these bendy wire stuff, but they gotta do better with this bendy wire. It doesn't want to do anything. His tail kind of sucks. So I might have to have him kind of sideways in a way off of here. Anyways, we're getting distracted here with that. So, and I have Helverine here as well because if you guys haven't read Helverine, Bagragul, the spirit that's inhabiting Dakin over here, is like an artist of mutilation, I guess you would say, and he creates art with body parts and all kinds of craziness. And maybe that's kind of what I want to explore with um, the the wall mount itself. So it's going to be kind of grotesque and sinews, bones, some rock material here and there. But yeah. All right, so let's get off of this, and then we change that background. And then let's go back to here. Screen. All right. So what we have here is the throne ready to go. And then in this space here is my printer volume. Now, we have plenty of space to work with, and we don't need all of that. Just as evident of the X Factor one, we didn't have to use all of the space for the bottom part. So, with that said, I think we're gonna bring this up. Let me see here. Hold on. Let's do. It's I want to keep the back here. My other conundrum here is the Mephisto throne. It's got an awesome back to it, plenty of texture. Do we have it where you can turn it around? You can display it with the skull facing forward or the skull facing back. Do we play with it like that? Because either I can make it inset a little bit into the ground, or I can have it flat as a layer, and then does this thing have I think it has a hole in the bottom or something. And yeah, so there's a hole in the bottom, kind of an area in the bottom. Let's see if it's not too difficult to show without making my finger fall. There's a hole in the bottom here, so maybe we can utilize some of that area as a way to find a key in a way. It's like I don't want to key it too much though, because then I can't turn it around. But I don't know. Something. Or does it need a key at all? I mean, I feel like because it's going to be up there on something, on a wall, you never know if something might, earthquake or something might push it off. You don't want something falling, especially with this throne. All right, so take this ball. Then take this. All right, so this is a idea of what we got here. Oh shoot! Oh, I'm so stupid. I set this up not centered in a way. There we go. Okay, so this has to come down. Okay, so here is our area to work with here. Now, help me out here, guys. So if we have, well, it can kind of kick out a little bit more, I believe, as far as this piece. And yeah, so we can get a little bit more space here. But so this is where I would think his black heart would go, is off the side here. But I don't feel like that's enough space to place him. So do we have the throne off-centered a little bit so we can space it over a little bit to get more space here and here? Do we off-center it a little bit, or do we leave it? Do we leave this part flush and centered? Tripa Toys, man, what's up? Glad to see you, buddy. I'm in a conundrum right now. I need your guys' help because I have my artist brain is telling me to do it centered, but I don't have the space for it centered. It's too big, and not until I have a bigger printer at least. Okay, let me get my thing here. And then, did you guys end up getting Mephisto? Let's see if I can finish. Oops. So I like that kind of shape here. I don't know. Maybe it just all needs to be kind of flat, and you can put whatever your characters you want. You can move. You can even move the throne off the side, or you can keep it centered if you want. That way you can move things around a little bit. You can have some leeway. Do I just? Yeah, maybe I just keep it flat. Go with that. It gives us the opportunity to kind of play with it a little bit. Okay, so we have that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get the file I had of some skeleton bones from work. Oh well. We have. Let's go import. Pandemic. This will be for later, but I also have the ability to use some skulls that we've currently made. Let's see here. Go to my Ghost Rider. I'll have to find a different version of it. Because this one has the key I put for the hair, or for the fire. So I'm gonna have to probably take that off because this could be usable. I might just take the jaw off and put it here and there on somewhere. I don't know. Looks interesting. I'm gonna delete that for now, I guess. It doesn't work. Okay, so let's start with creating some randomness. Let's try. I need to work my way out rather than work my way in. That way I can create a little bit more depth than what I was doing with the X Factor. PCB. I just want to create, just kind of trying to get some little bit of randomness up in here. But I found that I have some cool stuff we can use with on the alphas when we get to that point of like veins and stuff like that. And then let's see, the other thing I want to do is as a way of like holding it down or like to like a support structure. We're going to take one of these. Let's go. That. Actually, oops. Here. Like this. Alright, so the way this is, I want this is to be kind of like a sinew situation. We go into here. I can kind of mess with the center area and scale it in. Here. Link that there. This one here. Come back to that in a second. Just try to bring out this area a little bit more. Some more here. Like that, so we kind of have something. Are you able to make more surface room on the sides for figures to stand by the front? See that? Yeah, Gaijin, that's what we're trying to do here. I'm limited to what my printer space would be, which is like going to cut off right here. So I do want to make sure I have some space around it. So that's why I think we should keep it mostly flat, so you can move characters around, like the Blackheart I have and Helverine, or I wanna probably do my Ghost Rider in front, like here, kind of burning and stuff like that. So I do want to make sure there's enough space nearby for things like that to occur. I definitely want to give you some display space for other characters to go around him. Whether you want Spider-Man and MJ with him or something. And I do I want to think of like muscles as far as like when I'm creating this as well. I don't know. Maybe I'll because I still need to get some bones. Maybe this might become a bone that's implanted in here, like a large femur from this creature, this demon or something. So let's go back here, PCB. And I think this will work because the way I'm printing it, it's going to go from here on up. So this should be fine as well. Okay, this says, have you seen those wall mounts or displays that have a display stand / arm upside down and hold the figure underneath to make it look like it's flying / floating? Could that work here? It definitely could. I don't know how that would work in a way. Or at least I just want to make sure it's tight because the weight of the figure can pull out, because this is all friction fit stuff, and the more you use it, the more it'll lose friction eventually. So I usually have my stuff pointing outwards, and then rather than down, straight down, like when I do the flying wall mount stuff, like how this one has the two flight holes up here and here. So if they're pointing outwards, and then your character can kind of come down and back. But having it straight down, I don't know how that could help, or how that might not help, but how that might stay there. You know what I mean? If you have pictures of that, please send it to me. I'll take a look at them. I think it's an avenue worth trying for sure. And then see, like, yeah, maybe I'll offer like another piece to go on here and stuff like that. And then we can want to do some like tentacle type stuff, like this. We can do stuff like that. Go. Tube. About 20. All right, thank you, Gaijin. Why is it not snapping to the surface here? Hold on. I know there's a way to turn on that. I haven't had to sit there and go through it again. Let me see if I can find another one instead for now. Oh, snake hooks. I don't want to use those. Chisel creature like that. Okay, well, I'll stick with this. Just try to cut in here. Actually, you can use maybe the orb cracks. What characters do you think we should keep in mind? What works best for a display like this? Where is this? And okay, yeah, we got plenty of space down there. And then, okay, if we were thinking about if it's floating, or if we have a hole down here pointing downward, what are we putting down there? What do you think? Oh, you just sent it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I can look at my phone. Yeah, what figures do we want floating down in there? Okay, I see people are using the, was it the figure art stand? Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. I'm curious if they like glue it in there or not. I'm curious to, I'll probably ask them how they're keeping it on there. I mean, if you want to glue the stand in there, that's a possibility, I guess. I want to kind of create something that feels a little bit organic in a way. In some areas it's kind of like rocks, like ground. Some demons. Yeah, demons aren't too bad. Magic, magic jumping through like a limbo jump could be interesting. It's underneath of there. Strong guy, yeah, since he was the ruler. Yeah, he was the king of hell for a little bit before Ghost Rider took over for him. I mean, I definitely want to put those guys on the side. Like, strong guy for sure is something that could go. He could go on the throne. Can he even sit on the throne? I don't know. Might have to test that. Hoping we can get an actual Goblin Queen, not the X-Men '97 one. It's nice. She's a nice figure, but I don't want that pink hue, and they didn't even paint the legs or the thighs, which matter to me. These things matter. Does anybody make any like little demon figures? Kind of like how those goblins for Goblin Slayer. I've seen people make those things. Did anybody make like little demons like that? That would be great. I'd like to have that. Yeah, I feel like if it's an import company, they're definitely not affordable. Let's do some cook tool. And this just needs some cavernous. Stalactites kind of thing. Oh shoot, I thought I was grabbing from the back. I guess that's okay. it kind of just a lot of figuring things out and just kind of having fun with it, I guess. So I don't have. It's always difficult sometimes for me when I don't have a plan. I don't have something I'm actually sculpting off of, but hopefully this could be fun. Let's go up to like 240. Alright, so let's go here. Okay, this one. How much space do we have? Do we go all the way out forward? Do we keep going up a little bit more? Approach a little bit. I don't think I want to go too far out to the side here. Try to create something a little bit unique in the area. Not horrible. Let's go add a little more to this. Let's go here. Bring back this here. Oh, I forgot to kind of show you guys. I guess you guys can't really see it, but a new edition of the collection is Magic. But I keep this one sealed, and I'll probably get another one to open up. Whichever one is the better one, I'll open up. As far as paint apps go, this one's already got kind of fucked up in the corner, anyways. But whatever. So now I got both of my Magic figures over in the corner over there. Very nice. And then I got Zorby Man. He's gonna be on the way yet. He's in a pile of loot, I guess. Was there any 4th of July deals you guys found? I know my girl was buying a bunch of stuff. I think Hot Topic had some 4th of July sales and stuff. Alright, let's go. Let's go projects, let's go add-ons. Let's go burns. Alright, let's see what we can get out of something like this. Oh yeah, see, look at that. We're just gonna throw in some stuff like this. This might be helpful. Give us some crazy looking textures. What are you guys' thoughts? Some boiling. Let's see what else we got in here. It's like flesh or something. Flesh. I want something like this. That's pretty cool. So what about this one? Oh, that's not bad. Smooth is too strong. I'm breaking it up a little too much. If you guys end up finding any like little demons of any kind, let me know. Why is this so strong now? What the hell? You know, let me just knock out this. I don't want this. I think this is gonna be pretty cool. So I'll add some little textures in here. Let's go with this one. So when I have the chance, I'll figure out some vines and stuff like that, so I can get that in here as well. I think between this and this brush, it's all these veins. And here, that would be pretty cool. I want this to feel like it's alive. Let's go with this one. Let's just probably move this over a wee bit. That. Let's see here. Okay, I'm fine. That works. All right. So as far as a hanging piece, or like a figure that's floating. Where's best that we place this? Let me go here. I'm pretty sure this. Actually, I'm pretty sure this peg came out pretty. It was pretty good. It was pretty thick. It's pretty tight. When I was trying it with something else, or was that figure arts? No, I think it was Mephisto. So maybe it'll work. I don't know. Now we can hide something like this in here. Maybe it'll work. Don't know. But you know, that could be interesting. I think I probably have to put it a little further back, maybe. I don't think I want it hanging out too far off to the side. And then maybe do. Blend that in a little bit. Keep it there for now. It's just an idea. I'll do that one, and then we duplicate, and I'll put this one a little bit further back. Not further back, but to the center, but further back. Should be enough space. It's like a brownish color. Let's go here, color that. Alright, I think this isn't too bad. I just need to take some more time and like flush it out, I guess. Let's get some more indents. Let's go carve. God dang it. Stupid stream bots. The Did you guys end up watching X-Men '97? What were your guys' thoughts about that? I mean, honestly, episode 2 was fantastic. I mean, all of them were great. It's just I always like seeing Jubilee. She's been a great character in this new X-Men '97 stuff. She's always been a good character, just added a little bit more to her. But it was a great episode seeing X Force. The intro, the 3 different intros for all 3 episodes were different. You get the fuck ice basically episode with this one too, which is great. I'm all for that. Tell X Factor, the government sanctioned X Factor, to screw you. Definitely go watch it, guys. Go watch it. Oh, and then another thing to go watch is The Burrows. We recently finished that, and that was a good show. It didn't get renewed for season 2, but it doesn't need one. It's okay where it was at. Oh, also, because it's coming out next week, yes. The movie Odyssey, I got to work on that, and I am really excited to see it, just to see what's how things turned out in theaters, like how it looks on film. I got to work on Odysseus' helmet. We brought it to life. Worked on Menelaus's armor and stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to what we can come out there with. How it transitions on screen. Or translates to screen. And then after that, we got a brand new day. Finally. It's funny, you're going to have 2 Tom Holland flicks right after another. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. She's in both. Very true. Very true. Okay, so for this, hmm. All right, let's go. Color. Let's go. Brush. Color. Fill object. Oh, pretty cool, pretty cool. What do you guys think? Does this feel like a Mephisto area for him? Top, I'll have to we'll keep kind of smooth, but I definitely want to make sure it's deep, it's textured, I guess. So I don't have to do anything there. Honestly, I might just pause it for now. Might end early today on like 9:30. And then take some time to figure this thing out. But I see this being a nice area for, that should be a good enough area for like a character to either stand on, kneel down. I want Ghost Rider to be kneeling down here. You can have Blackheart off to the side here as well. You can kind of like move this over. Have Blackheart here. And then have like a Ghost Rider kneeling down here. It's hellish, yeah. And then you guys can go in there with some what's it called? Some washes. Bring out the sculpt a little bit more. And I think it'll be pretty good. Let me get like a little. Let's see here. Where my veins at? You know, maybe it's this one. Get one good vein in here. Here we go, something like that, and then maybe here on this one. Yeah. Let's see here. What might be best if I use this? Go. Yeah, the Zendaya Tom Holland is gonna be a power couple in Hollywood for a little while, I guess. I feel like this is not too close to this. It should be okay. And it's not. It's like, you know, you leave it in there, and it's not going to be noticeable, even if you don't use it. I think this isn't too bad. I think these burns and scars and veins, these really help sell it. Yeah, because this looks pretty good. I want it to look like flesh mounds growing over top of rock. That's my thought process on this. So when it prints, it's going to print like this. I don't know. Maybe I don't do this. I don't know. It kind of adds to it. I guess it depends on how well it prints. Yeah, it should be fine because it's going up in an angle here. This looks pretty cool to me. All right, don't jinx it now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. I think we're pretty good. I think I'm gonna take a pause and get some reflection time on this piece. But overall, I think we're pretty happy with this. I'm looking forward to printing it out. Then yeah, like I said, I'll have to give it some area, and then maybe I'll have. It's like I want to key things in, but then I want to key things in and they cannot be moved around. Like, you know, it defeats the purpose of moving them around and stuff like that. So, anyways, I'll figure something out. I'll make it work. I don't want too much on the sides. Mess it up. Anyways, I think this is pretty dope, and I think we're gonna pause here. Thank you guys for hanging out here. Guys in Triple Toys, thank you guys always. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging in here, being my only entourage. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see anybody else, but it's all good. This might drop. For sure, X Factor will drop this Friday. This might drop Friday as well. Depends on if I can finish it. And then we'll start working on something else in the meantime. Whatever I can figure out what I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go through my comics and stuff like that, or look at my figures and just get an idea of what new things I want to do. I did see the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider with the white mask. I don't care for that too much. I don't know why I kind of want to do my own. I know some other people do theirs, so I know it's offered already. But maybe I could take a crack at it, but I don't want to say I want to do that yet. Oh yeah, by the way, wore my Mephisto shirt. But yeah, I'll have to figure out what else we could probably make. If you guys have comments and suggestions, let me know. Always open to hearing that. But yeah, let's call it here for today, guys. I appreciate you hanging in here. We'll see you guys next week. And as always, keep on killing it.